y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Amelia. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber or supporter, thank you so much for coming back and rocking with me. As always, your support means so much. So today I will be doing a video on lessons learned as a warrant officer. I have been a warrant officer since 2022, October of 2022. Of course, I went to WOCS at Fort Rucker, Alabama. I then went to WOBIC at Fort Lee in Virginia. I went to my first unit as a warrant officer in 2023 because I graduated WOBIC in March. And so I ended up going to my first unit as a WO1 in April. It was pretty much an interpost transfer. I was at 18th FA temporarily as a sergeant first class, just waiting to go to WOCS. And then, of course, I went to WOBIC, graduated. And from 18th FA, which is located off of Ardennes and Gruber, I went all the way over to the other side of post, which is Honeycutt. And I was assigned to the CSC, which is the 3rd Expeditionary Sustainment Command. It is now called the CSC, Core Sustainment Command. And so I have been over there since April of 2023, and I'm officially about to leave. My last day being at Fort Bragg is July the 2nd, 2026. And so I am here to give some lessons learned based off of being a 920 Alpha, like just some personal things, just what I have noticed, some of my experiences, some of my opinions. I hope y'all like this video. Y'all give me y'all feedback, y'all input, what y'all have been going through, certain things that I will discuss on here if you can relate to it. But before I jump into all of the lessons learned and all of that good stuff based off of this video, I want to catch y'all up to some of the things that I have been doing while I have been kind of like transitioning out and clearing Fort Bragg. And so I'll go ahead and get into that. And I also want to go inside Walmart and get some cards because I'm going to fill those cards out and give them to some people of significance that I feel like impacted me while I was here at Fort Bragg. And so I'm going to go in Walmart and get cards. I have been to Target multiple times and I have gotten cards, and I like the quality of the cards, but they are extremely expensive, like $7.99, $8.99. I feel like for Mother's Day, when I got 2 cards and I got like some tissue paper or whatever the case, I ended up spending like $20-something just on 2 cards and some tissue paper. And I was just like, man, the cards are nice. You know, they're a little on the pricey side, but I feel like paying that much for a card is just, yeah. So I decided to go over here to Walmart. I'm going to go inside, get some cards. I'm going to fill them out once I get back to my hotel room and then just call it a day, right? And so some of the things that we have been dealing with and going through is selling our home. So we sold our home. We closed, what day did we close? May the 27th or 29th, whatever day that was, we closed. We had to be out of our house completely. We had our house on the market for like maybe 2 weeks. We had like 15, 20 showings, and we had like 3 or 4 offers. And the time went by so fast. I didn't know our house was going to sell that quick. It just sold really, really fast. We ended up getting back $54K back based off of the equity that we had into the home because we purchased that home in 2019. And of course we was able to sell it for more than what we owed on the loan. So we ended up, of course, paying the realtor. She got her portion and then we got our portion, and then the people just moved in. It was the quickest process. We have been in a hotel since May the 27th. So as of June 27th, we have been in a hotel, living out of it for a month. No issues, no complaints. The breakfast and stuff is good. I will tell y'all the hotel that we are staying at, and I'm going to show y'all what the inside of the hotel looks like. It has a gym. It has a swimming pool. They do breakfast. They do lunch and dinner. They have a bar for drinks. They have a pool. I think I mentioned that already. And if you are PCS and you are authorized to stay in a hotel for up to 21 days, and then of course, as you are traveling, you have your travel days and you have your per diem and all of that good stuff. And so I'll show y'all what the hotel looks like later. I am clearing right now. I have a few places, like 2 places that I have to go to, and then I can't finish clearing until next week, my very last day, and go see finance and then go to S1. But I do have to get on the scenes website to make an appointment for CIF, and then I have to go to medical. So I pretty much cleared in 2 days. I also want to go down to the museum to show y'all what the inside of the museum looks like, and just tell y'all some things on the back end about Fort Bragg, what I liked about it, what I did not like, pretty much the pros and the cons, and close this video out with just telling y'all the lessons learned or some of the things that I experienced as a warrant officer. And so if you are interested in watching this video, please make sure y'all watch it to the end, because you might have questions throughout that I may answer. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe, and then I'm gonna just keep trying to make these YouTube videos as I possibly can. I just have been extremely busy lately, and I feel like, okay, so I told y'all about us selling our house, living in a hotel. Jaiden took a summer class. He is supposed to be taking another one, so summer session 1, summer session 2. He moves into his apartment in August, and he starts school going into his sophomore year of A&T Aggie Pride at the end of August. Phoenix was with my mother-in-law, and then he came back with us because someone in the family passed away. So he has been going to the YMCA. I was supposed to be linking up with my mom and my family here for the 4th of July. And of course, I still talk to my friends Shayna, Jasmine, and Angel. I went to Jamaica. I had a really good time with that. And that's pretty much what has been going on with me. I forgot to tell y'all that I did have to do or be a committee as far as the ball that we had. We had a brigade ball or CSE ball. It was a great turnout. I was a part of the committee for that. And I think that's pretty much it. I feel like I keep forgetting to tell y'all some of the things that has been going on with me, and if I do and I can remember based off of this video, I'll just continue to talk about it. But that's pretty much what has been going on with me lately. I am going to go ahead and go inside Walmart, get these cards, and then go set up my appointment for SEAM, go to medical, and yeah, pretty much chill for the rest of the day. And I will talk to y'all soon and tell y'all all about my experiences and lessons learned as a warrant officer. My first, I would say, 3 years of being assigned to a unit. What is it that you be picking up? Oh, South Carolina shirts. Oh, girl, look at you. I had told Kenny, since I feel like I'm getting older now, like when I explore and go to different places, I like to get like shirts and stuff based off of the name of the place I'm at. Girl, I got a Savannah. Well, when I was younger, I guess I would say I never thought about it. But now that I'm older, it's just like, ooh, your connection unstable too. You see her connection, babe? Yeah, your connection is crazy right now. But I'm saying in regards to age, in a sense of like, I never thought about it. Like, it just never crossed my mind. Like, I used to go to places and I used to see like, or go into like souvenir places and see like the shirts and stuff like that, and I just never considered buying them. So now, like, since I actually explore places and go to different places, like, I'm starting to start buying stuff too, like shirts and hoodies and crew necks and all of that. Girl, you know when Jaiden was getting ready to go to NC State or A&T, and I was like, girl, let's get us a shirt, matching shirts and stuff. That's, yeah. Yeah.
Howdy, partners. People woke up this here, y'all. I got partners.
So, ooh, dang, that close.
Well, the Tesla moved around out the way.
Sure did, child. But I had seen some little cute earrings and stuff inside the mall, so I'm gonna try to give me like some little everyday on the weekend earrings. But I don't know if I had told you, she carrying her purse, but I don't know if I had told you that I had went to when me and Jay was in Miami, they had a Louis Vuitton store, and the earrings was gold plated $500. And I said, gold plated for $500? And he was like, yeah. Yeah, he was like, yeah, try not to get too much moisture, earrings, perfumes, lotions, and stuff on it. I said, but $500 though for gold plated, and I got to do right for the Louis Vuitton name. Right, so the real stuff, girl, the 14K was like 2K, 3K. Oh, uniform looking sexy back there. Well, you took it to the cleaners? And from Krispy Kremes? What's the name of the drink? You remember? Because it was a sugar cane. Teeth falling out. Feel like you need to go to the dentist immediately. Immediately go to the dentist, because you're going to have a cavity after that. Dang.
Hey, race?
What? Mm-hmm. Hey y'all, what's up? Today is Saturday. My husband and Phoenix went to the bathroom. We are at the charge station. We are currently on 63%, and the car is saying that we have another 15 minutes before we get to 80%, which, even though it says 15 minutes, is not going to take that long. But on today's agenda, after we leave the charge station, we are going to the mall. I need to look for some earrings. I don't have like everyday earrings. Like, I have earrings that I bought from Shein, Amazon, or wherever, but I need like some earrings that I can just go to every single day. It's this place in the mall that I seen where I wanted to get some earrings from, and I priced them already, and they were like around $150, and so I'm gonna get those because those are earrings that I feel like are going to last me a very long time. And then these are going to be just like earrings that I wear on the weekends to pretty much go with whatever outfit. And then I'm going to get a new belly button ring. We are also going to go to Naquan's, and I think we are going to go to Sweet Frog. Tomorrow we plan on taking Phoenix and one of his friends to Great Wolfe Lodge in Charlotte, North Carolina, just so they can spend some time together before we leave, because next week is going to be our last week. I am going to get on the back end and tell y'all some lessons learned based off me being a warrant officer. I just haven't had the time to do that yet, because yesterday was a pretty long day, and I was clearing, and after I finished clearing, because I had two places to go to, I went to CIF and I went somewhere else, and next week I go to finance, and then what else do I have to go to after I go to the finance office? I think S1, and then I have to go to do like my actual final out, and then I'll be just pretty much completely done with out processing. And then on the back end, I'm gonna pretty much tell y'all how I learned some lessons as far as like being a warrant officer. We did, like, based off of me and my replacement, had a long conversation with our senior yesterday at Fort Bragg. His name is CW5 McCullum. He gave us a lot of good feedback, or he gave us some really good feedback, and we talked to him for like an hour and a half, and so I really appreciate that coming from him. And we are almost out of here to leave Fort Bragg, and so I will come on the back end and pretty much tell y'all, like I have been saying at the beginning of this video, some lessons that I learned as being a warrant officer. So make sure y'all just keep watching, and then ask me any questions down below in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Sweet Frog.
It's not bad. Like, I would be walking in shorts with no issues. It was our system.
You just started holding the door. It's crowded. You don't want to hold hands anymore? Okay. You don't have to. Hey y'all, what's up? Today is Sunday, and we are about to go to Great Wolfe Lodge in Charlotte, North Carolina. The time is currently 10:26. I just had to go run inside Walmart to get Phoenix some more swimming trunks. The swimming trunks that he has on, they look a little small or like short on his legs, and so I went inside just now to get him some more swimming trunks. I also got some more body wash. I got some Dr. Teal's body wash, and I got some Dove body wash. And then I also got like some more scrunchies for my hair for work. And then I got some like gummies or whatever the case may be. I forget the name of them. Let me just show y'all what I got from out of Walmart. These little gummy rings, they are called chili lime peachy rings candy, and I don't eat this type of candy like that, but they look so good, so I got them. And then I got Phoenix and his friend casing some Pringles just so they can have like a little snack or something on the way coming back. I do plan on stopping to get some breakfast, and y'all know I have to get my Starbies, and so I will be getting some Starbucks. But this is the Dr. Teal's body wash that I picked up. I always use Dr. Teal's body scrub and body oil, but I never really use their body wash. I just like the way that Dr. Teal smell altogether, and since I seen this and it is a body wash, I decided to grab it. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna smell good because I use the other Dr. Teal's products. And then I got this Dove Rebalance White Peach Plus Rice Milk body wash also. And then Phoenix little swimming trunks. I think they are Sonic, really cute. I still feel like they're not long, but the size is bigger than what he has right now. He is wearing an 8 and this is a 10-12. And the little scrunchies that I got for my hair. And so after I leave Walmart, I'm gonna go grab Phoenix really quick. Not sure if my husband is going. I feel like when you are married, like you just bump heads or you don't always agree on the same things, and it's just like we are different people. We are not going to always agree on the same things. Of course, there has to be a compromise when you are married to somebody, and you have to agree to disagree. And so I don't know what happened yesterday. I guess, so I asked my husband if he wanted to go to get a drink from downstairs, and he said yes. And so when we went upstairs, because Phoenix and Jay were in the pool, we went upstairs, and I just seen some things out of place. It was like some stuff in the hotel room just was not where it needed to be at. And y'all know that there is a place for everything. Now, men typically don't care about things laying around or being unorganized, but for me, my brain, it feels like it's scattered and it's all over the place when things are out of place. And so I pretty much just started like cleaning up some things, moving things around, putting them where they go. And he was just like, so you're going to do that first before we go downstairs to get a drink? And I was like, well, yeah, because it's just out of place. And I want to make sure, you know, Phoenix is in the shower and stuff and, you know, doing what he's supposed to do, because I don't want to go down there and he didn't wash properly or, you know, do what he was supposed to have did properly or whatever the case. Phoenix is old enough to watch himself. But I think my husband was just getting like a little irritable based off of me doing things, even though I said we were going to go downstairs and get a drink. And so fast forward, we are here today, and he said he wasn't going to go. And he said 2 other reasons for why he wasn't going to go. So I'm not going to press the issue. I'm still going to take the boys because this is what I said I was going to do. It's the summertime. It is Sunday and I am off. And so we are going to go do that. And I'm going to grab some quarters so I can come back and wash clothes. Hopefully we don't get back too late because we are 2.5 hours away from Charlotte. It does look like it is going to rain today, but the place that we are going to is indoors. And so I still feel like they are going to have fun. We're going to grab something to eat, whether we go inside and sit down somewhere. I did bring a change of clothes for myself and a change of clothes for Phoenix. And so after we get finished swimming and everything, because I do plan on getting in the water with them, we are going to go grab something to eat and then head back to the room. I'm gonna start washing clothes and just get ready for tomorrow. Next week is my last week. I will be clearing and I will be out of Fort Bragg. And so this is pretty much what we have going on today. I hope y'all are having a great and blessed Sunday, and I will come on the back end and tell y'all how Great Wolfe Lodge was. And so y'all just make sure y'all keep watching. Yes, good morning. Can I have a venti caramel iced latte? With coconut milk, brown sugar cold foam, and caramel drizzle. Did you want something, Venus? A venti sized cup of ice? You mean like a breakfast sandwich? The cheese sandwich?
It's like sugar.
I don't know. It's a drink? Y'all have kid drinks, right? Or like,
Like our refreshments
Oh.
that we can do, no caffeine in them.
I'm sorry, can I have a ham and Swiss croissant?
Yeah.
And then what you say?
That's it. Well, I guess.
What kind of drink? What kind of drink you gonna get?
They don't got sweet tea, so no.
What was the kid-friendly drinks you said you had?
I have like cream frappuccinos, so I can do like a vanilla bean.
You want to do the vanilla bean?
Mocha, strawberries and cream.
I'll do a small vanilla bean.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, it'll be $19.98 up here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Give me a small one. Big 7.
I think you've had it before. I just couldn't remember the name of the drink. But that's why I got you the smallest one, just in case you didn't like it. Good morning. Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today is Monday, June the 29th. Yesterday, if y'all seen, I took Phoenix and his friend to Great Wolfe Lodge, and we stayed there pretty much until the water park closed. They closed at 8 o'clock. And so right after, the boys, you know, of course they dried themselves off, they changed their clothes, and then, what's that noise? Okay, it's a Challenger doing the most. They dried off, they changed their clothes, and then I went to go get them something to eat, and it took us 2 hours to get back to the Fayetteville, North Carolina area. So they had a really good time. Phoenix needs a retwist, so I think I'm gonna just let him go get in the pool a few more times this week, and then I'm gonna hit up Rhonda to see if she can do his hair one last time before we go, which I'm pretty sure she's going to tell me that she can. All right, so on today's agenda, I am currently at the charge station. My car is at 68%, and I have 20 minutes left to charge to get to 90%. Now I typically charge when I am at home to 80% because that is the required charge, but since I don't have a home to go to, I'm trying to charge, or I charge to 90 to get me through like 2 or 3 days without coming back over here. But if I was at home, I would just, you know, plug into the garage and then I'll be good to go. So right now I am here at the charge station. After I leave the charge station, I need to go to the dry cleaners to drop off my uniform. I also need to take back these ties that I got for the ball that I went to. But then when I looked into like pretty much my bag and my clothes and stuff like that, I already had a tie. So I'm gonna take both of those ties back so I can get a refund. And then I'm gonna go to the office, close out some emails, do my out of office reply, give Chelsea my key, and then just, I don't have to really finish clearing until Wednesday. So I have to go see finance like a day before. And that is going to be Wednesday because my last day is Thursday. Now, I wanted to get on here and tell y'all about some lessons learned. It is so much, y'all. I don't know if y'all are going to feel like listening. I think I'm going to just break the video down into chapters, but I have my notes right here. And so I'm going to just start by telling y'all what they are. And I hope I'm not long-winded, but I might make a part 2 just depending on how long this is going to take, because there are a lot of lessons that I learned as being a warrant officer, okay? So let's just get straight into it. I have 10 things already on this list. And so y'all bear with me, take notes, be patient, and make sure y'all give me y'all feedback based off of y'all watching this video. If you are thinking about going warrant, if you are already a warrant officer and you can relate, or you have some things that are different based off what I'm telling you my lessons learned are, just let me know. So first and foremost, all right, we're gonna get into it. If it doesn't involve you, mind your business, right? I tend to be in situations where I am overhearing so let me just back up, right? So initially when I got to the CSC, I was in my own office because I was at the brigade. I had my own office. When the senior came in, or there was a warrant officer that outranked me, CW2 promotable. And when I say promotable, she pretty much was on the CW3 list waiting on her OML number. So being that she came to the brigade, I pretty much had to go down to the battalion. From me going to the battalion, I was sitting in the S4 shop because PBO 920 Alphas fall under the S4. And we were all in the office together, right? And so when you are working in the office with S4 and you don't have your own space and you have a cubicle, there is a lot of in and out traffic. There are soldiers in process and out process and going TDY to these schools, you know, having all of these questions. It just became so bad, y'all, to where when they would come in, I would be actively trying to do a transaction in G Army, and if there was nobody from the S4 shop in there, they would just come up to me and say, hey Chief, I know, you know, this is probably not a question for you, but since no one is in the S4 shop, maybe you can help me out. And I'm like, okay, what's up? All right, Chief, so I'm about to go to school. I don't know how to do my, you know, my authorization. I don't know how to do this. And when should I come back? And who's the POC? And I'm trying to end process and my government travel card, and I'm delinquent and I owe. And I involved myself in every scenario when it came to S4, because the S4 deals with DTS and GPC a lot. And so a lesson that I have learned is, for one, get your own office. Even though we fall under the S4, we need our own space. We need a office with a closed door. Even if you are sitting in the S4 and it is a cubicle space, see if you can get like the little walls put up or whatever the case. But it was just like so hectic for me in my mind, because I feel like I was always trying to get something done and I couldn't get it done because there was so much in and out of the office traffic, right? And so again, if you are working in a space where you don't have your own office, I would advocate like, hey sir, hey ma'am, whether that's your battalion XO or commander, I need my own office. I just cannot function like this. It's just too much going on. It's too many, you know, soldiers coming in and out, and I just cannot focus on the things that I need to do that is based off of your priorities as a battalion commander or battalion XO, right? And so first and foremost, a lesson learned was for me to speak up sooner. I ended up saying something about getting my own space, and I did not get my own space or office until January of 2026. And I am now PCSing in June of 2026. And so it took me 2 years to get my office. Had I said something before, then I probably wouldn't have had to, you know, work through. That's my homeboy calling. Had I said something before, I probably would not have had to work through all of the disruptions or all of the irritation or all of the questions and stuff being asked when it pertains to the S4, because I'm S4, but that was not my lane. GTC, GPC, TDYs and all of that stuff, that is not my lane. That had nothing to do with me. And so one of the lessons that I learned was to, if you walk into a space as a 920 Alpha, when you first arrive to your unit, if you do not have your own office, advocate, speak up, say something about having and getting your own space. I'm telling you, it will help you so much. Stay on a battle rhythm, keep you focused, help you, it'll just help you. Okay, so just do it. Get your own office, get your own space. And that's all I'm going to say, for one. And for two, if it does not involve you, mind your business. Like I said, if someone comes in and they're trying to end process, you're like, hey, Chief, there's no one here from the S4. When, you know, can you help me end process? Unfortunately, I don't do end processing, but if you come back after 1300, someone from the S4 will be here to help you out. And so come back at that time and you should be good to go. But me over here, I'm just like, oh yeah, I got you. because I knew about DTS, I knew about GPC, I knew about, you know, Citibank and all of that stuff, because I used to do that when I was a senior 92 Yankee. But anyway, I feel like I've been talking about that. And when they speak about GPC recommendations, also for an example, if someone comes to you asking you, hey chief, or if someone is in the S4 and they're saying, hey, who do you think, or what is a recommendation based off of MOS, based off of rank that you feel like should be the GPC card holder? Don't speak on it. Don't say nothing. Mind your business. Mind your business. You should not be dictating who should be a GPC card holder. Even if they are a 92 Yankee, do not say, well, I don't think a 92 Yankee should be a GPC card holder. Like, let them people, soldiers, and whoever else feel like the GPC card holder needs to be a 92 Yankee, let them figure that out, okay? At the end of the day, you have boundaries. The 92 Yankees or whoever names are being thrown out there in regards to having a government GPC card, government purchase card, they should speak up and say, hey, I have too many roles and responsibilities. I cannot be a GPC card holder. Or, hey, I'm a 92 Yankee doing this, that, and the third, and I don't want to be abused. I don't want a GPC card holder. Let them figure that out, because at the end of the day, you need to mind your business. Just mind your business. If it does not pertain to lateral transfers, fieldings, class 7, just mind your business, okay? Also, if a commander is asking you about a recommendation for a flipple, again, mind your business. Only reference 735-5. Like, hey sir, hey ma'am, unfortunately I cannot tell you what you should put as a recommendation moving forward in the future when it pertains to flipples and the loss of equipment, property, OCE, whatever the case may be. All I can do is refer you to 735-5. At the end of the day, I don't want my name tied up in a flipple. I don't want to be on nobody's sworn statement. I don't want to have email traffic saying, oh, chief said this and chief said that in regards to, you know, like doing flipples. Just mind your business, y'all. Like, I'm getting exhausted just from thinking about it, because I did not mind my business. Again, I was in a space where there were cubicles, and the cubicles did not have a wall or a barrier. And so everybody came in and out. It don't matter who their rank is. It didn't matter what the rank was. It didn't matter what section they fell under. It didn't matter what company they were in. They just came. And if I was in the office during my lunchtime, 11:30 to 1300, if I did not lock the door, because I just don't operate like that. Why are we locking doors, right? Now, moving forward, lesson learned, lock the door during your lunch break. But before, the door wouldn't be locked and people would just be in and out. In and out, in and out. Chief, S4, where are they? Can you help me? I'm in process and I'm clearing. I just came back. I don't know how to close out my voucher from when I went TDY. It was just, hey chief, I'm the GPC card holder. Do you think I should be able to purchase this? Am I authorized to buy this? Can I just swipe this? And can I? And I used to just be like, bro, am I the do all, be all, solve all person within the battalion? Like, don't do it to yourself. I know it may like get to a point where you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm struggling. I want to answer. I want to say something so bad. Don't do it, y'all. Don't do it. Put headphone in your ear. Block out the noise. Block out. And again, you can block this out by having your own office. If you just advocate to have your own office, you won't have to be in nobody else's business, right? Whew. So if you just advocate to be in your own space and to have your own office, you won't even have to be in someone else's business when it pertains to the S4 and the soldiers coming in and out. And when I talk about S4 and GTC and GPC, that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother video, because the way I feel about DTS and GPC, y'all can be like, but chief, I fell in on this, or chief, like, it doesn't matter. GTC, city manager, ABO, BO, all of that stuff, all of those roles that pertains to DTS and GPC is not the responsibility of the S4. It's not the responsibility of a 92 Yankee. It's just not. It's just not, y'all. It's an additional duty. And I get upset because in my mind, I'm like, why is this still an ism in the military? Why is it that we are okay with doing something that does not pertain to our job? Even if you did fall in on it from our previous unit, that does not mean that you have to fall in on it and continue to do it. Listen, another video for a different day, and that's why I said I might make this a part 2, because I'm already at 12 minutes just talking about the one thing. So lessons learned is to advocate for your space when you first arrive to the unit if you don't have your own office, for one, and for two, mind your business. Just mind it. Don't give no input, no feedback, unless it's a commander, unless you are advising. And then when you are doing that, just speak about the regulation, okay? All right, so I done had 2 missed phone calls, and so let me answer these calls. Let me unplug because I'm already at 84%. I got 10 minutes left, and I'll catch y'all on the back end. Chief Forward. Hey y'all, what's up? Today is Tuesday. We have a short week because it is a 4-day, or there is an upcoming 4-day for the 4th of July that starts on Friday through Monday. And I have been all over the place, y'all. So this morning I went to the office early. I got there at 7:30 because I told Specialist LeBron to meet me so I can close out whatever transactions for her company. So she met me over there at 7:30. I went and got my Starbucks first. So I was at Starbucks at 7, was at the office by 7:30. Helped her close out some stuff, and then Sergeant Nesmith came at 8. I didn't really help him close some stuff out because it's like complicated, right? So for an example, there was a PSD that was created for some M4s that he turned in, and the PSD said DLA. But then there was a change to the PSD that said go through reorg, but the unit had already shipped off the weapons to DLA before the change for the PSD happened. So I'm trying to work through that situation because the actual civilians said that they have the equipment. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to drop them. I don't want to do an asset decrease. But anyway, I have to go to CIF to finish clearing, which I was going to go to CIF yesterday, but I just didn't have a chance. Yesterday was a very long day. I didn't get off until 1700 because I was just trying to close some stuff out, right? So today I will be going to CIF. I am about to go and do physical therapy. I have been trying to get a profile for my knee, and my primary care physician is just not having it. She was like, you need to go to physical therapy. I went to physical therapy. Then I went back and was like, hey, I went to physical therapy. Can I get a profile? And she was like, well, I haven't been able to like diagnose your knee issue or pain or whatever the case. So you need to ask your physical therapist to write your profile. Now, I've never been given a profile from a physical therapist, and so we will see. But she has been like very cautious with writing people profiles. And I was telling her like, man, I've been in the Army for 19 years and I have never really been on a profile. And I think I had like maybe 2 or 3 temporary profiles the entire time I've been throughout my Army career. I think total I've had, let's just say 5 throughout my entire time being in the military of 19 years. And they were all temporary profiles. And I think it was one for my neck, my knee, something else, but I have not been on any permanent profiles or any temporary profiles that have exceeded past 30 days. And so the fact that she's being extremely cautious with writing me a profile is like she's doing the most. She was pretty much saying there is a lot of pushback from units, company commanders that the doctors receive when they write profiles, and medical readiness and all of this good stuff, whatever, right? I'm gonna go in there, ask a physical therapist if he can give me a profile for my knee until I get to my next duty station for at least 60 days and go see my primary care physician there. And if he says no, it is what it is. I have just been having some knee pain, right? And so after I leave my physical therapy appointment, I'm gonna go to CIF, go to S1 to see if there's anything else I need to clear. But I do have to go to finance tomorrow because finance said that I was pretty much their second to last stop, but I couldn't come to them until the 1st, which the 1st is tomorrow. So physical therapy, go to CIF, go to finance, go to S1, and I should be done. I shouldn't even have nothing to do tomorrow. I don't know, y'all, but I haven't been able to get on here and tell y'all all of the issues in regards to like lessons learned because I'm just so busy. So I'm gonna try to not make this video too long, like I'm already at 30 minutes. And so I apologize. At this point, I'm just yapping, pretty much telling y'all what I have going on in regards to like me clearing and PCSing. So yesterday I did talk about recommendations based off of you minding your business as an APO. Mind your business, have your own office, have your own space, communicate with your battalion EXO and commander the importance of having your own space. Don't get involved in anything that does not pertain to you as far as like PBO. If it's not USR, updates, or if it doesn't have anything to do with USR, if it doesn't have anything to do with a flipple that's at your gate, if it doesn't have anything to do with PSDs and a packet being vetted, if it does not have anything to do with PBO, mind your business. That's what I said yesterday, right? So let's move on to the next thing as far as a lesson learned. Don't volunteer. I'm using my phone, as I said before. I'm using my phone so I can pretty much stay on track with the lessons learned. And so I have in here, don't volunteer for anything. Don't volunteer yourself to be added to a group chat. If they say, hey, Chief, can I add you to this group chat based off of ERDS turn-ins? Or, hey, Chief, can I add you to this email based off of some issues that we're having with flipples? No, you cannot. And if they do add you, even though you told them no, just leave the chat or either mute the chat, because you're going to end up being volunteered to, you know, not really volunteer to do, but you're going to be in these group chats that does not have anything to do with you. And then you're just going to be having a whole lot of notifications, and you're not going to know what to check throughout the day that's really of importance. Even if you get added to the chat, I would say just mute it. The only chat that you need to be on as far as like the APO or PBO for your battalion or brigade is like the S4, because there's information being put out about formation, or there's information being put out about, you know, the 4-day, whatever the case, POV inspections, whatever, right? And so don't volunteer to get yourself added to any group chats. Do not volunteer and assist for FRG. As far as being a 920 Alpha, there are a lot of daily requirements. For example, resourcing Class 7 shortages. Yes, USR is a once a month thing, but you should consistently and constantly be trying to resource all of your Class 7 shortages and not just your top 5, right? When you volunteer for additional duties, you tend to take your computer home after hours, and you sometimes work on the weekend. Don't volunteer for nothing. You already have a lot on your plate. So if it's in regards to like FRG, if it's in regards to just anything that you can think of that may take you away from doing your daily job, I would just say, if you can do it and you can manage it, cool. But if you are on top of your A game when it comes to you resourcing all Class 7 shortages, not just 5, everything that's short, for every UIC, you're going to be busy. PSDs, you're going to be busy. Keeping track of ERDS appointments and updating slides, you are going to be busy. You have to update command and staff slides, and you have to update G4/S4 sync slides. Whatever slides that you have too much on your plate to be doing it. Managing your authorizations, you know, doing PBO maintenance within the system. Whatever that stuff is that you have to do throughout the day or every day, you will not have time to do and be responsible for additional duties. And I'm telling you, and I am saying all of this because it happened to me. I was voluntold that I was going to be on the committee for the brigade ball. Now, being that I ended up being voluntold to do it, I didn't complain about it, but it took a lot of time for me. I had to go to like 6 or 7 IPRs throughout the day. Pretty much that took away from the things that I had to execute because I had a meeting to go to or an IPR to go to discuss the ball. And I was just like, why do you have a warrant doing this? I don't know. I'm not saying that I'm too good to be on the committee for the brigade ball. It's just I have so much to do that it just took away from the things that I should have been doing as far as like my main job that had me take my laptop home and all that good stuff. And so being that my appointment is at 11, it is 10:50. I'm not going to say I want to be 10 minutes prior, but I don't want to walk in there at the last minute. And so I'm going to cut this video short right here, and then I'll catch y'all on the back end and finish going over some of the lessons learned. But yesterday I spoke on not involving yourself in anything that does not pertain to you, pretty much minding your business. And then today I talked about having and volunteering for additional duties, or being added to group chats, or, you know what I'm saying, like volunteering yourself to do things outside of your job and your MOS, because we are extremely busy. And so I have like 5 other things that I have to talk to you guys about in regards to like lessons learned. And so I'll just come on the back end and continue talking about them, so y'all keep watching. Hey, what's up? Today is July the 2nd, and I have officially cleared Fort Bragg, home of the 82nd Airborne Division. I went to the Social Support Center. I had to clear finance. I had to clear CIF. I had to clear my company. I had to clear the battalion. I had to clear the installation, and so I am good to go. We are here at Waffle House. My husband wanted to stop and get him something to eat. I have leftovers from last night because we went to the Mexican restaurant. We always did go to the Mexican restaurant, so if you are ever in the Spring Lake Cameron area, check out El Burritos. It's over there by the Food Lion. off of Buffalo Lake Road. I think that's the name of it. Their food is so good. So I have leftovers, and so I'm going to warm that up. We are in the RV heading to Myrtle Beach, and then after we go to Myrtle Beach, we will be going to Savannah. We have a hotel room at the Westin for the 4th of July. We always spend the 4th of July in Savannah, and even though we are PCSing, I feel like we may still continue to go to Savannah for the 4th of July every year. It just depends on how much the tickets and stuff is based off of the duty station that we are going to. But once we leave Savannah for the 4-day, we have to come back to Fort Bragg or the Fayetteville area, and me and my husband will be shipping both of our vehicles. I have a Tesla 2026, and he has a Camaro 2018, I believe, or 19. And since we are in the RV, neither one of us will be driving our vehicles, and the military will not pay to ship our vehicles. I believe my husband said it was like $1,200 per vehicle. And so after we kind of like factored gas and all of that good stuff, all of the stops and all of that, we just decided to, you know what, like ship it. We won't get reimbursed on the back end. It is what it is, because we just have too many vehicles, I think, either way at this point, because I will have to drive the Tesla, he will have to drive his Camaro, and then we still have this RV. And so we're just going to get both of the vehicles shipped, and we plan on returning to Fayetteville Monday after we check out at the Westin in Savannah on the riverfront. And so that's what we have planned for the weekend. Pretty much spend the 4th of July in Savannah downtown. My mom will be there, my brother, my nephews, all of that good stuff. So we will be hanging out. It's kind of like a link up before we head to our next duty station, because we don't know when we'll be back. And yeah, we're going to get on the road and head to where we're going. But I don't have any regrets in regards to being at Fort Bragg. The BC does want me to come back on Tuesday morning to get my award, but my award hit my I-perms already, and it just depends on what the people say in regards to coming to pick up the vehicles. I might not have time, especially you're talking about me being back in uniform at the 1st Battalion formation during PT. Like, I understand where he's coming from, but I pretty much told him that I'm used to not getting presented an award anyway. He was just like, that's not the right thing, Chief. And I do understand. He's absolutely right. And I'm thankful and grateful that he even said or recommended that I need to get presented my award in front of the battalion formation. Like, I get it. Yeah, we were offered a house on post, and so we're gonna go look at it to see if we like it. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, which I feel like is pretty reasonable as far as like the size. The square footage is like over 2,400 square feet, so I don't think that's bad. And so we'll see what it's about, because I mean, BAH is going to come out, but the BAH coming out includes the water, the lights, whatever, right? And then I'm going to ask if they can install a home charger, which I think they said they could, but I have to get like some type of work order done, and I have to wait until the people come out to do the installation based off of us living on post. But that's what I have, or that's what we have going on the next few days. I still owe y'all a video on lessons learned. I am so sorry, y'all. Please don't hold it near to me, okay? Or charge it to my heart and not my mind, or charge it to my mind and not my heart, because whatever that saying is, because at the end of the day, I want to tell y'all about the lessons learned, because I learned so much. So much. One of the things that I learned is that, like I said previously, I need to mind my business. I tend to not mind my business and help others, and then it takes away from what I need to do. Boundaries. Establishing boundaries when you first get to a unit. You know, saying no. You know, having certain office hours, keeping your office door closed, and if it is closed, even if someone knocks, don't get up and answer the door. You know, requesting and asking for your own office. That was another one. It took me a while to speak up and say something about having my own office space, and I didn't end up getting my own office until January of this year. That's pretty much what I talked about over this past vlog, I would say. And so, like I said, don't charge it to me, y'all. Like, just be patient. Like, just keep rocking with me. I really, you know, am grateful for y'all support and all of that good stuff. And so after my husband comes out, we're going to eat, hit the road, and we will be going to Myrtle Beach and then Savannah. And so I hope everyone enjoys their 4th of July. You know, be safe, enjoy family, cook out, grill, stay home, relax, do whatever, right? So yeah, until the next vlog, because I think I'm going to end this one and then just get back on here to tell y'all my lessons learned. And I don't know if I'm going to wait till I get to my next duty station, because I have to sign in by the 13th of July. So it's not like I'm going to have a lot of time to like just be chilling, because the 4th is, you know, the 4 days a whole, we're off for 4 days, and then Tuesday, you know, we're shipping the vehicles, then we got to get on the road and travel. So I may make the second part of this video in regards to lessons learned, so I can just get everything that I went through out there for you guys, especially because there are new warrants 920 alphas that are going to their first duty stations, and I'm pretty sure they are going to be sitting there like, okay, what do I do now, or what's first, or what's next, or how come I feel like I'm not doing anything when there is something to do every single day from the time you step in that office until the time you leave every day. And so just bear with me, keep watching, give this video a thumbs up and like, and let me know if you already made it to your duty location or station as a 920 alpha, some of the lessons that you've learned and the feedback that you want to provide to soldiers who are thinking about going warrant, or if you are like a PBO NCO, or if you are a 90T Yankee, want to put in a warrant packet and go warrant, if you feel like you have encountered or know some of the things that you can talk about as far as lessons learned being in the military. Okay, so that was pretty much it. This video, I think it's already past 30 minutes. I really appreciate it, like I said before. Until next time, peace.